owner of a gym in Monroe is taking a stand against the governor's executive order. He decided to reopen his business even though it is not included in phase 2. Our Glenn Count spoke with him tonight about why he made that decision.
Well, Enterprise is the oldest privately owned gym in the state at 40 years. Yesterday, the owner was here when Monroe police shut it down. Since then, he's been a good law-abiding citizen and kept his doors closed. He is now hoping that the courts will let him go back to work. Instead of treadmills spinning, machines working, and weights being thrusted, there is the sound of silence at Enterprise Fitness.
They just walked in and they were very nice. And they didn't want to do it. They didn't want to make us close.
John Howie has owned Enterprise for 40 years. This is the longest break he's ever had, all due to COVID-19. Over the weekend, he opened his doors in violation of Governor Cooper's order, and yesterday, Monroe police shut him down.
I knew that we were open against the regulations or whatever, but I'm backed into a corner. What do I do? You know, we're not going to survive another 5 weeks.
Howie has a ton of support in Monroe, and a lot of his members showed up to voice it.
And I have personally been a member here since 1988.
And I've been with John basically since he opened in his first location.
The members feel they have just as much right to work out as shoppers do to visit a Walmart or Lowe's, and they feel their health is suffering.
People need to go to the gym. I myself suffer from OCD, depression because of the gym and getting the activity. I don't have to take medication.
Gym owners thought they would be included in Governor Cooper's phase 2 reopening and were furious when they were left out. HHS says COVID cases are still climbing in North Carolina, so it's too dangerous. John Howie doesn't buy it and supports a lawsuit that will be filed tomorrow by gym owners to force the governor's hand.
We do way more than Walmart or Lowe's. We do temperature checks when they come in. We give them a towel.
The machines are also marked off for social distancing.
We don't want to put anybody at risk. I don't want to get sick, and I don't want to make anybody else sick.
My husband is active duty military, so we don't have family. This is my family. So when it's closed, I don't get to see my family.
Well, Howie is not one of the plaintiffs, but he does support them in spirit. Like we said, several gyms around the state have joined hands to fight the governor, and that fight starts tomorrow.